Our today's topic is food and how it's been poisoned.
Happy Sabbath, everybody. It's Chief Justice Suzanne Holland here today, and it is, and with my son Jonathan. It is September the 20th, the last day of summer, and we just wanted to reach out to all of you and say hello and discuss some very important things today. So, anyway, our topic today is food and the lack of it. And I'm not saying that there's a lack of it in the grocery stores or restaurants or anywhere else, because you go anywhere and there's an abundance of food. However, John, you describe it.
Yeah, so the problem that we have is Ellen White said there will come a such a time when basically there will be a major abundance of food in the grocery stores, but the problem is you won't actually be able to eat anything. You won't actually be able to eat
Amen.
anything that's on the shelves. There's lots of stuff on the shelves, but nothing to eat.
So, do you see that happening today, John?
Absolutely. Let's give an example.
Okay. Well, for me and for others, I think out there, you could always let us know in the chat what your experience is. But the last 3 weeks, both John and I, mainly me, I was severe. I was more severe in my symptoms than John was lately. But I think we drank a organic something, okay, organic juice, or it was coconut water. We're not sure what caused it, but we started to get a lot of pain in our mouths. And I typically, when I get, these pains from the food, it's on my left side. So I get pain in my tongue, in the cheeks, on the left side, the roof of my mouth on the left side. I don't know why it's mainly on the left side, but it just is. And a lot of, it just feels like spikes, all over. It's really painful to eat. There's burning in my mouth when I'm eating. Sometimes just drinking water is painful. And so it's really, really not a nice situation. And it gets to the point, like this last few days, it got to the point where I couldn't even hardly taste this one particular thing that I like to eat. That's kind of like a comfort food for me. Okay, it's chocolate. But I had a little bit of chocolate. Normally I can't eat it because it burns too much, but I thought, you know what, I need to be able to eat something that, is not going to cause me pain. So I picked this one particular item that I thought, okay, was not going to burn. And sure enough, it didn't burn, but I couldn't hardly taste it. So my symptoms were to the point where my sense of taste was diminishing. And so, in other words, what is going on here is our food has been poisoned with what some people call spike protein. Another word for spike protein is synthetic snake venom. So our water is poisoned. Our public taps have, and they've told us this a long time ago that they were going to do this. A year or two ago, a program came out called Watch the Water. So they have had this on the go for a long time, where our public water supply is being contaminated with synthetic snake venom. So even though you may be buying food that's organic and certified organic, there's no testing for the water that they put in there. Even if it's filtered water, filtering your water is not going to take out snake venom. It's just not. So now there's lots of organic food to pick from. There's lots of all kinds of food, but they're either going to be washing the food in snake venom water, or they're going to be adding it to your bread, your crackers, your noodles, your granola, your whatever food that they process and are selling to you, drinks, whatever. It's now contaminated. So John and I, we're having a hard time figuring out what to eat. What is your opinion?
It's been a real challenge. I mean, we're talking about getting messed up from things like organic corn chips. You think it's organic. Well, yeah, it's organic, but the water is listed as just water. The only thing listed is like just water. It's not even filtered water. It's definitely not distilled water. It's just water.
Yep.
So just regular water in it is a problem. It's a real problem. And then when we were eating our hummus that we buy, or I mostly buy it now.
And it's organic.
It just, yeah.
You buy organic, right?
Yeah, organic hummus. It just has...
Certified organic.
Certified organic, certified gluten-free, and of course the problem is they just add regular filtered water to it. And the filtered water can have the venom. And it does have the venom.
Yep.
That's how they're getting away with it, guys. They're putting the poisoned water in organic food, and it's legal. It's 100% legal to be organic, because if it's just water, well, it can be, you can add any kind of water. It could have dead bodies in the water. It could have decomposed, liquefied human remains, like what's going on the internet now. This whole subject is flying around the internet, on Facebook and everything else. We know what's going around. We know what topics are going around. And yes, the water is messed up beyond belief. And they can okay, so they're growing the corn in what kind of water? They're growing the corn in the field, and they're watering the crops with what kind of water? Is it pure water, or is it contaminated water with who knows what?
Yeah.
We know.
It's
snake
a real
venom.
problem.
mRNA.
It's next to impossible to buy something to eat now that is unadulterated with snake venom. And I use that term because you can say spike protein, but that's kind of like a euphemism for what it really is. It's snake venom. They're purposely, deliberately targeting our food supply to the point where it's almost impossible to buy anything to eat. That's where we're at in the stream of prophecy, where, like John said, I mean, it was prophesied there's gonna be food everywhere. You can't eat anything.
Yes.
Without hurting your mouth. And if you have those same kind of symptoms, let us know, because maybe others out there are suffering and they don't know why, but it's because of your food being contaminated, your drinks are being contaminated, everything out there is being contaminated with snake venom via the water. And sometimes they will spray it on, yes, sometimes they will inject it into things, but I think the main culprit is the water. What do you think, John?
100%. So basically the problem is, yeah, and really that's just one aspect of it. Because you know what the other aspect is?
What?
Have you seen the price of rice lately? Organic rice?
Mm-hmm.
The price of organic rice is absurd right now. One little bag of organic Lundberg rice sitting at
500 grams.
2 pounds, actually.
Okay.
2 pounds of Lundberg organic Californian grown basmati rice.
Organic?
Certified organic.
Right.
Certified USDA organic is now $19.97 Canadian
Ouch.
for one bag.
So where is this headed? Why? There should be an outcry. What is going on that, that a little bag of rice should cost so much? That's an outrage, and certainly reflective of those in power and the beast who is in power. And I'm not going to say his name. I think you know who is responsible for wrecking the United States economy and all the economies of the world.
Starts with a T. Starts with a T.
I mean, this beast system, and it's just not one person, it's a whole system who is...
Call it the beast system.
Yeah, the Bible calls it the beast system, so we can too. I mean, the beast is trying to...
The beast of Revelation, man.
The beast of Revelation.
Revelation 13. You know what? A lot of people don't want to accept how bad it really is. Oh, I'll just go and do whatever and see how long I make it. You're not going to make it long. Trust me.
There's nothing to even buy to stock up anymore because it's mostly contaminated food. And if you buy it and you eat it, you're going to get sick. And the more you eat of snake venom, I don't think that's going to be good for your body.
Get off grid. Get growing your own food. That's the only solution. And by the way, you have to have a clean, uncontaminated water source. You better have some lake on your property or something.
Or how about a distiller?
A distiller. But I mean, to water your crops, you also need clean water, because you can't just water your massive amount of crops with just distilled water, because that would just be ridiculously expensive.
Yep. And so, you
have to have clean water.
Get well water.
Well water, yeah.
And get a distiller. You can get a personal distiller for, about $200 Canadian.
Because they can
$150 American.
They can spray your crops that you're growing from the sky too. So
Yep.
You know what you do about that? You have to get a greenhouse. That's the only solution.
Right. Cover your crops with plastic.
Nothing. Exactly.
Cover your land, because guess what? They're going to be dropping it from the sky. And at the same time, yes, we can make orders against all of this, and I have, and I will continue to do so. But practically speaking, take control of what you're ingesting today, because these things will, be very detrimental to your health immediately. And that is, if you're not reacting to snake venom, ask yourself, was it because you took the jab and now your body is in sync with snake venom production? And if so, repent and take it to God, repent, and, ask the Lord to forgive you for believing a system that perpetually lies to you, that you believe the beast and his lies.
Yes.
Repent.
And one thing I wanted to say too is a lot of people, this mainstream people, they're just going through, McDonald's drive-through, or going through Tim Hortons
just unreal
drive-through just to get their coffee or whatever, because they're not going to change their lifestyle. They're not going to change what should be changed. They're not willing to do that.
Yeah.
Not at all. They're not going to do that. Why would they change the way they've always lived? It takes a real commitment and a real change. And they really need to change, because otherwise, they're doomed. I mean, what can I say? So,
for those of you who have not taken the lethal injection, don't eat the food that is now on the grocery store shelves.
And certainly
it's
don't
not
eat.
Good for you.
Yeah, certainly don't eat any meat. Certainly don't eat
the meat. Yeah, nothing that has been processed. Even Whole Foods now are sometimes questionable.
Let me tell you a story. When we were renting a log house on a rancher's property for about a year, they are injecting. They claim that they weren't injecting their cattle with vaccines, but they are injecting vaccines in their cattle because we've seen it with our own eyes when we were there, and they looked really sheepish when we were watching them. One after the other would get the shot. Bam, bam, bam. They were branding them too, but they were also injecting them with the who knows what kind of shots.
So meat is just to the point where
Can't eat it.
If you value your health, you would not go there. If it was ever healthy for you, it's certainly not now. Watch even your vegetables and your fruits.
Vegan all the way.
Make sure
Vegan all the
they're
way.
from uncontaminated sources. If you're reacting from
No
your
eggs,
food,
no eggs, no dairy, no nothing.
if you're reacting to your crackers, stop eating it, obviously.
Yeah.
And all the best to you. If you must eat processed food, make sure it's from a source where they're using distilled water, and that so far does not exist. So
Yeah.
maybe recommend distilled water to all your
Favorite brands.
favorite companies, because I think that's the only way to go.
Exactly.
God bless you all.